Preparing a pot roast today.
I am. Now, it's always important that you dry off your meat really well and then sprinkle it with salt, not too liberally.
The meat must be dry,
It must be dry.
and then the pan is being.
It's got to be hot,
You can
hot,
see
hot.
how hot the flame is.
It needs to be all up high, and you put your.
And what did you put in there as oil, Goo?
I just use some olive oil, extra virgin.
He used extra virgin olive oil. Now he's going to do a little bit of braising, is it called?
Well, we're going to sear it first, and then
Sear
we'll
it.
braise it.
Oh, okay. What's the difference between searing and braising?
Well, searing is high heat. Not yet. Okay, it's there. We go. And you just leave it there. Don't mess it around. Don't move it around too much because you want it brown, brown, brown on the outside. Because when you braise it, you're cooking it in liquid on a low temperature for a long period of time. And with this marbled meat, this beautifully marbled meat, it would be too tough to eat if you grilled it. But that is going to make it super tender when we braise it. But the problem with braising is it never gets high enough to brown the meat, so you got to brown it first.
What about the salt, Goo?
I like using kosher salt because they're just the right size. And it just sits into the meat and it makes it nice and yummy and it makes a nice crust.
So if you have a Jew over that's kosher,
So much the better.
you're covered. What
Yes.
did we do this morning?
Went to Long Beach, went to the Department of Homeland Security and applied for global access. And now I don't have to do anything in those long lines.
Because when you buy global access, it also includes TSA free, doesn't it?
It's so great.
See, when I did it, I bought TSA free and global access, so I wasted $85.
Unbelievable.
I wasted $85 that could have been spent on buying this meat.
See that beautiful brown?
The browning of it?
That's what you want.
That's where we're going.
You can only get that at high heat, so you're going to have to clean those splatter up. Sorry.
Okay. The reason Goo wanted global access is because I have it.
Well, yeah.
Because when we travel, I get through the lines and I don't have to take off my shoes. And he has to disrobe and they give him cavity searches.
By the time I'm there, he's already finished with his second cigarette.
Yeah, I mean, there you have it. You put that piece of meat
On to the side.
to the side.
We have two roasts because we went to Costco. Kong went to Costco, so we may as well just do them all. You know?
Yeah, I should have gone to Whole Foods because Janine, her commercials make me want to buy our meat at Whole Foods, but I was at Costco, so I just
do
bought the Costco.
Yeah.
Speaking of Costco, yesterday that I got there, pretty nice, huh? Go put in the second pot roast.
It already smells amazing, doesn't it?
It does.
Pot roast is going to be for tomorrow's dinner, so we're going to cook it all day today, and then we'll put it in the refrigerator and skim off the fat, and then we'll add our potatoes and carrots tomorrow, and when we reheat it, they'll be perfect.
And there you go. About the beef.
Well, this type of meat that you have here, this chunk of meat, if we cooked it any other way besides braising it, it would be so tough and very difficult to eat. But with the magic of braising, when we take it slow and low over a long period of time in some nice braising liquid, all of those marbled fibers are going to break down and actually become more tender than anything that you can imagine. Pork tender, just like a good pot roast should be.
Giada has nothing on us. And now we have, here are the two pieces of meat. Now we have medium heat, right?
Yep, this is just the fat that the meat was in. So we're going to put some onions, a lot of onions.
Notice he doesn't chop his own.
No, buy them pre-chopped unless you really feel like crying.
We don't like to cry.
Beef loves onions, but you got to make sure that they get super soft.
Why does beef love onions?
Well, beef doesn't have a lot of flavor of its own. It needs help. And the two flavors that beef seems to do well with is onions and garlic. But you don't put the garlic in here or it'll get bitter if you try to fry it. In fact, I like to get the tube of garlic paste and put it in with the braising liquid. It's much better. I know you might not approve, but it's better.
What I don't like is when people smell like garlic. I can't cope with it. It's as bad as when they smell like booze. It comes out of their pores, and I really get nauseous.
Then we just put a little bit of celery and carrot to flavor. And we'll put actual carrots in tomorrow to eat, but this is just flavoring. This combination in French is called mirepoix, and it's just carrots, celery, and onions. And you want it until those are just softened. They don't have to be totally cooked. Well, now if you're cooking with wine, put it in now so that the alcohol burns off. You want about a half a bottle of red, maybe a third to a half.
What kind of wine is it?
I just got this this dark red with the screw top so we can reuse it if we need to.
It looks like it's got a kangaroo on it.
It's from Australia.
Let's see the kangaroo.
Bold red, big bold red it's called.
Big bold red.
And then just let that that wine simmer until you add anything else so that alcohol starts to burn off a bit.
Okay.
We're going to start to season this braising liquid. I really like lemon pepper in pot roast, so I put a little bit of that in there, not too much. And then some salt.
Okay.
Not too much because we're going to use, a lot of other stuff.
All right.
You can salt it later.
Okay.
Definitely a good amount of pepper.
All right. Salt and pepper are always pretty good.
Yep. A little bit of Worcester sauce, about 2 tablespoons or so.
1, 2. Buckle my shoe.
And then I used about maybe a tablespoon of this kitchen bouquet, just maybe a capful.
What is kitchen bouquet?
It's some secret ingredient that we use in cooking that makes everything better. It's good for gravies and pot roasts. It's good to make your own barbecue sauce. I'm not sure what's all in there, but it's yummy. About 3 bay leaves.
It's got kind of an odd name for something that you should take seriously.
About 3 bay leaves.
3 bay leaves or 3 bay leaves?
I'm not going to chop this parsley. I just tied it up with the twine because I'll take it out later.
So it's twiny and it's choppy.
Uh-huh. A bunch of this garlic paste. I use about 3 tablespoons full.
Does Elmer's glue make that stuff?
That's right.
Let me see that. So this stuff is just kind of a paste.
It's just a paste.
Wow.
All right.
It doesn't make it smell too bad in here.
No, it's going to make it smell
So
amazing.
you're in trouble if it does.
I'm going to start adding these roasts in.
Okay, so now we have a little roasty. Post roasty.
I'm just going to put these
Hope
one
your
on top of
fingers
each
are
other.
clean.
Oh, yes. Always wash your
I
fingers.
hope they're clean. I'm scared.
Then, all you have to do...
So
Oops.
he's adding something else.
I put a little bit of diced tomato for the extra acid to break down that stuff.
Is it salted?
No. Not salted.
So this is just no salt added.
And then some beef broth, just regular beef stock. You want the liquid to come up about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way. Don't necessarily want it to cover the beef. Just about like that.
This pot, by the way, is one of our favorites. It's a Martha Stewart. So I love Martha's stuff. But anyway, we cook at real slow temperature, and it really is a great little...
Now we're just going to plop it in a 400-degree oven to bring that back up to the boil.
Now you're going to have to...
You have to redo
He's
the
going to have to move the thing because we didn't plan ahead for this video. Very impromptu. Hope he doesn't burn it. There we go. So now we pull out the thing and get out the thing.
400-degree oven.
400 degrees.
And leave it in there for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then take it all the way down to 225.
And how long will it be at 225?
3 or 4 hours.
And that's it.
5 hours, depending on how long it takes till it's pork tender.
And that's the world's best pot roast, right?
Perfect.
There you have it.